couple of other key journalists that drove the information to the masses of South Sudan are the days of the shortwave radio. But of course, like everybody else, everything moved on. And one thing has emerged. I am sure many of you in this room today, I don't think many of you still own a shortwave radio. Most of you are either getting your news from your smartphone or from your computer. I don't think that. How many of you have radios at home? So that must be FM radio. I'm sure that's an FM radio. So that's an indication. It shows something has changed. This afternoon, we shall have a session, hopefully, from Meta Group. The organizer, they will join us online. And one of the things we are raising is the impact of the new media, including the social media platform, which is used by young people. And all of you will attest that we in South Sudan have not been using those media to advance our values, to advance our career, to improve our culture, to promote our values. We have used those medias to cause more harm to our community, to our country, to incite families, members, communities, tribes, name it. Today, half of our government is abused daily. There's a right to criticize the system. But when you go after individual personally, there's also a cross line of rights. Because many of our people thought that the new media has given them the obscurity that they cannot be located and can get away with the thing that they could not tell you in your face. That behavior is only now exhibited here in South Sudan, simply because the platforms are not here, they are outside the country. But I want to assure you, even the owners of the platform themselves, don't adorn those kind of behaviors. Facebook, you guys are using, they have people who control them. People who cherish freedom of expression, people who respect human rights, people who value. And if you remember yesterday, Honorable John Omo said here, today there are things our kids are doing on social media that the children of Bill Gates would not be allowed to do. So what does that say about us? It says that we are newcomers to the digital platform. And we are suffering what is called information shock. Because it is new. You give yourself any name you want to call yourself and say thing without accountability. We have seen the negative impact of some of these media. Coming to journalist practice, the fraternity of journalism has been blurred. A lot of amateurs have joined in. Anybody who can read and write English has got onto the bandwagon and write anything, blurring the line between professional ethical journalism and individual amateurs who want to share their opinion. There's nothing wrong about that. But you remember, as you write the way you do, you jeopardize the rest of professional journalists who investigate facts, who try to validate, who substantiate everything that they post. To say it all, as NCA, we would like to see more people online. We would like to see more journalists engaging, bringing human story, bringing stories that are deep in the village. We would like the school children to get online, to learn, to share. We would like people to put our country in the world maps. I would like the content creators to be able to monetize their contents. The reason we have not been able to do this in South Sudan is because the platform are not yet aligned with our laws. The platforms require us as a country to have a certain infrastructure in place. And we are doing that. I promise that before the end of the year, the content creators of South Sudan will be able now to claim their positions once we do final arrangement with the content network providers. And remember, the content creators are also selective. Nobody wants to promote content that they find negative. So there is also going to be a standard protocol. You have to host it on a credible content provider like YouTube. They also have standards. We know also there are people who have taken upon, they are setting up a police state where we will monitor every social media. No. There are millions of people on social media. Nobody has the capacity to monitor them. Only to do a little bit, they outsource. This monitoring will be done by you people. You will get jobs. Facebook may hire you and say, listen, you make sure that there are no this thing being done on our platform. And you will be able to get paid for that. I think they have a term for it. Nelson Kwaji is around here. He must have said. Is Nelson around? Yeah. So they have a term for it. The DeFi heads has been doing that with the Facebook. They are engaging. There are standards that has to be followed. So each country create a community. And this community keep the standard of your country. The thing you don't want, the thing you would like to not to be broadcast. For example, you know, child pornography. It is something universally disagreed with. Nobody wants to put it up. But when we define child pornography for cattle keepers like us, I have been running naked until the age of 7. So if somebody has taken my photo in the 70s and today, I wouldn't be offended because that is the norms. Those are the things we will sit with social media platform and we agree. Those are cultures I'm referring to. Okay? Child scarification. So anybody who is putting marks on your head and it is being done, you know, in other world, that is a crime. Even though it is also a crime now in South Sudan. So it is basically community standard, meaning that we agree what are the lines between culture, value, and the international human rights. So it is important to put these things into context. Next, if some of you are going to write about what I'm saying, you must put into context. And I appeal to all of you who are active in social media or in a traditional media to really advocate for agreeing on a standard content management in South Sudan. The Facebook, the Twitter, the TikTok, the Instagram, the Clubhouse, all these are standard. There are people that can be reached, and we will give them our standard. Many of you have complained that South Sudan is not seen on the social media. Of course, how do you see a country that has not yet mapped itself into the digital globe? And I've said this in the past that we still don't have our own internet. So the connectivity you are using is coming from other countries. Most of you have gone to East Africa, Kenya, Uganda, Rwanda, name it. Do you get those things on the social media? Have you ever asked yourself why they are not there? It is not that there are no people there who are criticizing the government. They are there in plenty, and we know some of them very vocal. Some of them are very famous. They continue to do it today in Uganda, and they are allowed to do it. They do it in Kenya, they do it anywhere. But even those people, they have boundaries they don't cross. So my message is to those celebrities who have made huge amount of followers using vulgar languages. I don't want to name them. I'm just saying that we are finally engaging with those platforms. We will not go after you, but we will be talking with the owner of the platform. And we will translate what you are saying to them. And we tell them, do you agree with this? Believe me, majority of those things will not be agreed with. We are not going to close an account. We are just going to restrict you to say, if you want your account to continue, please refrain from this, because there are kids underage going on social media. This session that is coming is very important because Honorable Elijah Alier, the Managing Director of Media Authority, is here with us, and Honorable Sabana, the Director General of the Media in the Media Authority, will be here with us. We also are honored to have the presence of Honorable Lily Adio, the Press Secretary in the Office of the President. And these are people that are daily in front line of the media. And I think the engagement here also will give you people an insight where the government stands with the media. And I think in the afternoon we are also going to host certain media houses that will be discussing. So I feel that it is important to seek clarification from these people to understand how are they doing their jobs, what are the boundaries, and so forth. I will also answer from area, but we have a very good relationship between ourselves, the telecommunications regulator, and the media authority. The NCA focus in supporting the media authority in regulating the spectrums that is provided to radio stations. We also been working closely in trying to control the content. So like these short messages that are going out, we have made it very clear that we don't regulate the content through which the content is broadcast. So we usually push it to Alier, and we tell Alier people if the content meet the requirement according to the law, then they can be sent out. So every SMS that you get on your phone is either authorized by Alier or myself. And of course, there's been a number of SMS that are going out, and now we have a medium that blur the line between what Alier does and what I do, and that is the medium of social media. So people have come to my office with a printout of fake pages created in their name with their photo, and then someone else abuse, and then they get arrested. And all this stuff is difficult because one hand is of technology and media. So the ICT, that's where it is up. And many young people are being doped into that. That is like you are being rented with a gun to go and kill somebody, and then you say, no, it is not me, it is somebody else. So those who are engaged in that also, you need to seek awareness, because don't say you cannot be located. You will be located, and laws will catch up with you, and then you will be in dilemma. For $500, you cannot go and create a defamation that you cannot pursue. So we try to tackle this through awareness so that you know your right. If you are ever engaged in those, you should at least protect yourself so that you can justify it when these people come after you in court of law, for those who are respecting law. But we have seen that some people here don't have access to law. So when they are told that it is the guy from next village, so this becomes source of conflict. So I appeal to you, try to listen keenly this afternoon when Meta, the Facebook, the one you people love a lot, when the owners are speaking, please ask them all the questions so that also you learn from them. Because if I'm telling you, you think that I'm just a government person saying the different thing. But you will also hear from them. They don't adhere some of those things. So I will stop here, and I thank you this morning for turning up. And we look to hear from our colleagues in the sector. I would like to take this opportunity to invite on the platform Honorable Elijah Alier, the Managing Director of Media Authority. He has not been well yesterday, so today he managed to be with us to give his remark, and we shall excuse him. Thank you, Honorable Alier. You're welcome.
Good morning. I think you should be able to bear with me simply because my normal voice that is always loud might not be there because of medical condition. Today is a very good day for the media fraternity and telecommunication sector. It's Africa Community Organization, Communication Organization. And Honorable John Omo, Communication Authority, government institution representatives in this important occasion. The management, the entire management of the NCA that has organized this important day, and the media authority. Also, I would like to acknowledge the president of the media fraternity, editors, station managers, advocacy groups, associations group, and content generators that has been doing a lot of work online, but they have never been known anywhere, whenever we are gathering. Thanks to National Communication Authority for bringing us this platform for young innovators. Media houses and the journalists, MNOs, ISP, innovators and the public at large, and the organizers of these occasions. I thank you all. Thank you also, Honorable Napoleon, for giving us the background of the media. That has already helped me. I will not go back to that issue to do with the media. Honorable Sapana Abui is here, will be able to take you technically of all what we are doing as media authority. I'm standing here as the theme of today, leveraging connectivity for development and transformation. I would like to extend my sincere gratitude to the National Communication Authority for organizing this event, which serves as a testament to the forward-thinking vision that propel our society. Town hall meetings such as this are not only a platform for discussion, but also a catalyst for actionable change. In an era where digitalization is not just an advantage but a necessity, we must recognize the immense potential of connectivity to reshape the way we live, work, and interact with one another. South Sudan, with its diverse and rich cultural heritage, is on the brink of a new era in media evolution. Our media landscape, traditionally shaped by radio, television, and print, is undergoing a transformation catalyzed by the digital revolution. The rise of digital media has emerged as a progressive force, unlocking new frontiers for content creation and employment. It is empowering individuals and communities to tell their stories, share experiences, and contribute to our national narrative. The digital sphere has the potential to connect South Sudan to the world, bridge the gap that has long existed. These are the cornerstone upon which we can build a resilient and inclusive digital infrastructure. Our commitment to innovation and digital transformation is unwavering. We envisage a future where the service delivery is revolutionized, bringing tangible benefits to the public. Enhanced connectivity is not just about internet access, mobile network, and ICT services. It is about empowering every citizen, every community, and every region of South Sudan. One significant stride we can make is through the digitalization of the service sector. By embracing digital solutions, we can streamline processes, reduce bureaucratic hurdles, and offer services that are more efficient and transparent. This will not only boost economic growth, but also enhance the trust and confidence of our citizens in public institutions. Connectivity intersects every aspect of our life. And in our noble nation of South Sudan, we are witnessing an unprecedented leap into the digital age. The advent of digital media has opened doors to opportunities we could only imagine a few years ago. And the African Telecommunication Union is a testament to our shared vision for a connected continent. By fully regulatory framework and foster an environment where innovation thrives across borders. The telecom sector stands as a catalyst in this endeavor, promoting digital innovation within the broadcasting sector and beyond. As regulators, our responsibility extends beyond infrastructure. We must utilize connectivity to foster social and economic development, ensuring that the benefits of digital media are equitably dispersed. The acquisition of a satellite orbit slot is a testament to this commitment that will bolster our broadcasting sector capabilities and reach, as it was announced yesterday by Honorable Engineer Napoleon Adok Guy. How to navigate this digital cyber crimes, intrusion into privacy, and the need for reverse data protection add layers of complexity to our journey. Our resolve to combat this ill is steadfast, for they threaten the very fabric of our society. Moreover, digital media offer new avenues for monetization of content creation and marketing. It is here that the entrepreneurial spirit of South Sudan can flourish, creating wealth and opportunities for our talented youth. Digital media platforms are reshaping the way we communicate, learn, and do business. They are tools that can empower our citizens, create jobs, and democratize information. But for this platform to truly serve our nation, we must make them attractive to all users, accessible, user-friendly, and relevant to the diverse needs of our people. It is essential that we ensure fair compensation for digital media content generators. These talented individuals are the lifeblood of the digital ecosystem. These talented individuals are the lifeblood of the digital ecosystem, crafting the narrative that inform, entertain, and inspire us, yet thy efforts are obtained and are valued. As we progress, we need to develop a reverse mechanism that not only recognize but also reward the creativity and innovation of our content generators. The digital advertisement present and presented opportunity for our local businesses to reach a global audience. The key to unlocking this potential lies in education and investment in digital literacy. ensuring that our entrepreneurs are equipped to navigate and capitalize on the digital marketplace. The fruits of connectivity are not automatically guaranteed. It requires strategic planning, reverse infrastructure, and unwavering commitment to ensuring that no one is left behind in this digital revolution. We must work collectively to build a network that is resilient, accessible, and secure. We must empower individuals and communities with the skills and tools that need to harness the power of connectivity for their own development and transformation. As we engage in discussion today, let us focus on the tangible ways in which we can use connectivity to foster growth and innovation. Let us explore how we can leverage technology to solve real country problems and make meaningful impact on the lives of people. Let us envision a future where connectivity is not a luxury, but a fundamental right, accessible to all and instrumental in creating a more prosperous and sustainable South Sudan. The Media Authority's dedication to regulating and developing a pluralistic media landscape is unwavering. We are committed to nurturing an environment where freedom of expression thrives and diverse voices are heard. In conclusion, I commend the National Communication Authority once again for bringing us together to address this pivotal issue of digital media. Together, let us forge a path toward a connected future, a future where every individual has the opportunity to contribute to and benefit from the collective advancement of our society. As we leverage connectivity for development and transformation, let us embrace the digital media revolution with open arms, mindful of its challenges, but eager to seize its boundless possibilities. Together, we can transform South Sudan into a connected and vibrant nation where every citizen is empowered to contribute to our progress. Thank you. With this opening remark on behalf of the Media Authority, I have an opportunity to invite Honorable Lily Abiu Martin Maniel Ayuel, the Press Secretary in Office of the President, to come and give her remark and open the day for the session. The occasion was opened officially yesterday, but today is day 2. Thank you. Honorable, you are welcome.
My colleague, Mr. Lier, the Managing Director of Media Authority, DG for National Communication Authority, Mr. Napoleon Adok, and Mr. Omo, the R2 SG, and Mr. Simba, this African organization, communication organization, distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen, media houses, good morning. To say that I'm impressed is an understatement. First of all, I did not know this existed for the last 4 years, so now that we know, we'll be holding you and coming all the time. But thank you so much for this opportunity. First of all, allow me to pass my regards from His Excellency, President Salva Kiir Mayardit, I told him that I was coming to this function. And the president said that let this function, he gave his blessing and hope we come up with resolutions that will shape the future of digital transformation in South Sudan. So once we are deliberating, let's take note of that, please. Ladies and gentlemen, as the world embraced digital disruption, our country faces most of its greatest challenge in balancing between adapting digital connectivity and the unforeseen consequences of digital disruption to our social and indigenous way of life. Digital age presents opportunities for developing economies, making internet connectivity a basic need for everybody. Rather, it presents significant risks that threaten established social norms and values. As much as the government is required to implement policies and develop infrastructure that enable easy digital connectivity accessibility across the country, it's important to tighten regulations to safeguard against infringement of personal privacy, individual data around digital communication and cyberspace. We all have seen the pronounced negative impact of social media on our national politics, social harmony, as a result of unregulated internet connectivity. Social media platforms such as Facebook, WhatsApp, and Twitter are responsible in much of the misinformation and propaganda affecting peace and unity in our country. We all know, yes, social media is something we're supposed to connect, as DG had mentioned, but I think we are at a crossroad whereby abuse is so easy. We've been using vulgar language, and we've been using, I think, mostly languages that we are using on social media to generate hate, divide each other, and cause disunity among ourselves. We must also deal, as we embrace additional initiatives like these are not necessary for engaging policymakers in emerging challenges, but also creating public awareness on the effect of digital communication on our communities. The wave of technology is fast changing, and our lives in ways cannot even gaps and adapt altogether without leaving anyone behind. I do urge NCA and stakeholders to provide secure and affordable internet connectivity to our people. Internet is no longer a privilege. It is a basic right. In every other country, like internet, it's considered a basic right. So if internet is a basic right, let us not abuse this basic right. We need internet for communication. We need internet for business, as right now there are things coming up, and everything now it's about business and technology. So we don't need to abuse that. We need to make good use of that. And as I will not take long, I want to special thanks to the team of NCA, the moderators, and you, the participants. Today we'll sit and listen from each other, advise each other, come up with solutions in regards to media. So with no further ado, I'll not waste time. I'm very precise with keeping time. We need to start on time. I give the blessing of day 2 to open.
Authority, and this is going to be taken by Mr. Sapana Abui. With a round of applause, let us welcome Mr. Sapana to take us through a presentation.
Good morning once again. I hope my slides are ready. This presentation is coming from the South Sudan Media Authority, the media regulatory body that is mandated to oversee the development of media in the Republic of South Sudan by law. It is a privilege for us to join the town hall again for this year, and to share with you the progress we have made and the challenges we have faced and how we can work together to develop media in South Sudan. The technocrats can you put on is there. We are waiting for the presentation to come. That shows how we are still developing and moving in connectivity. Ours take time, but we will be getting there. And those are the challenges that we as regulators are working on to make sure that we are also like others. Yesterday, because we are the youngest and still our infrastructure are not yet well developed. But let us be patient, it will come. And though, if our connectivities, our movement are slow, we must make sure that we move to the right direction. It is. Maybe you give here, I read it manually, because that is the other. When technology fails, we go back to our tradition. We do it manual, but it will not help. All right, we are actually in the verge of transiting from the old traditional ways of media reporting, whereby the scribes have to gather information, write them on paper, type on manual typewriters, and then print them on Ronio. There are machines called Ronio. That's what we used to use to produce papers. The typing you have to type on stencils. You only type without ink to make holes. So there is a technical issue. Just 1 minute, wait. Can we do tea break? That was the information I was given. We'll move for tea break, and that it's good that it come when even the African Telecommunication Union is here with us. They will know our challenge, and then they will go and help us together with the East African Communication Organization.
Thank you so much,
Dr.
Honorable
Ali,
Sapana.
help us.
We apologize, we have a technical problem, but we will be heading for a short 30 minutes break, and by then we'll be able to have already solved the technical problem. Therefore, ladies and gentlemen, let's go for a short tea break, use the opportunity to network, to refresh, and then we come back and continue the session with a presentation from Media Authority. We apologize for the inconvenience. Thank you.